Listen, man. They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans.
Edition of Box Talk. It's time for This Week in Boxing again. A whole lot of fights last night, a whole lot of talking. Ade, let's start last night with the matchroom card.
What card?
The matchroom card.
What was that? I saw some kids fighting yesterday. Is that?
It's a pay-per-view.
Oh, the one I paid for. That one, yeah? Okay, now, mate.
Okay, it wasn't pay-per-view,
Right, like, what? Nah. You know what it is? We kind of stuck up for Eddie Hearn when Eddie Hearn did say it isn't a pay-per-view fight, it's a pay-per-view card. And we're like, you know what?
Good point.
Okay, good point. No.
Nah.
I'm sorry, no.
Tony Bellew versus Nathan Cleverly.
Yeah, let's start from top to bottom, you're right.
Cleverly, tell you, that fight told me exactly what I thought about Cleverly, in the sense whereas he has got no confidence in himself. He didn't throw his right hand the entire fight.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to be confirmed. I've not looked at anyone's interviews because, you know, we've kind of been off the media scene until the fight, so I'm going to go and check it now after this and see if he's hurt his right hand. If he hasn't hurt his right hand, then I don't think we'll see Cleverly in the ring again unless he fights Bellew. No. Maybe with Cleverly he needed that psychologically, because all the thing about Tony Bellew being the bomber, maybe he needed to take a few big shots and stand there and say, look, I can still take a few shots, and Kovalev was just special and super powerful. Maybe it helped him. On the side of Cleverly though, Bellew's performance, look, I get that someone's got it's got to take two to fight, but Bellew looks sluggish in there as well. I don't know if he's made the cruiserweight division. But he talked about Cleverly needing a weight in between. I almost think Bellew needs a weight in between as well. Bellew looks a bit, he's got sluggish in his footwork, his performance. I don't know if everything got to him.
The last 3 rounds when he could have really, he could look like he could have taken Cleverly out.
He didn't.
He couldn't. Now
and that was sluggish for me.
If he got a little distance, when he got his punches on, he would have got. He would have got.
Step back was take 2 steps back, but he seemed to just be doing the same thing.
He's leading onto Cleverly that he's making his weight help him on Cleverly. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So interesting. James Degale, Paraban. Good performance, good win, terrible stoppage.
Yeah, you're right. Terrible stoppage. Again, that's not James Degale's fault. That's the referee's fault. Carl Frott said after, look, Paraban looked out of shape. You kind of touched on it as well. But again, you can't take anything away. You've got to beat what's put in front of you. The fact is, you look at Paraban's record. Yes, he's not won in his last 3, but that's against Beaker, that's against Jalen Love, that's against Badou Jack. And a couple of the fights he should have won, by the way, guys. He knocked this guy out in 2 rounds. Was it 2 or 3? The 3rd round. Yeah. That's a statement. Yeah. And for me, it's a statement that I said straight after the fight puts him, for me, in the top 5 super middleweights out there. Yeah. And I genuinely believe that, yes, he might not have beaten the likes of a Kessler or anyone like that, but believe you me, he will.
James, George Rose.
Still not convinced with Groves, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, still not convinced of Groves. I don't know if he's recovered from that Fox knockout.
I'll give him a bit of credit because Mama's boy, Dennis Dugan, looked technically sound, looked quite well, good hand placement, good overall boxing ability, just seems to didn't have the size.
Sometimes I think people, like, I'm not going to say people are paid to come over and lose, because that sounds like corruption. I'm not saying that. Mama's boy, for the first 5 or 6 rounds, looked fantastic. And then, just like, it all just drained out of it. It didn't get caught with massive blows. It was almost like, I'm not here to win and go home. I just want to get my paycheck and go home and start again. It just didn't seem like he had the... If he was coming to win, I'm saying that could have been a tough fight. He just looked like someone that was convinced, I'm coming here to just do as hard as I can, but I'm going to lose.
I'll definitely keep it out for him. Yeah.
100%. I don't know how old he is, but...
definitely keep it out.
And I actually like the fact his mum was training him in a weird way. There was something about it. We made a few jokes about it watching it, but there was something about it, and I liked it.
Yeah. Who was...
Callum Smith.
Callum Smith. Talented?
Yeah. Talented. Box tipped.
Yeah. Definitely got potential.
Another box tipped.
Still needs to work.
Another box tick. Well done, right? Yeah. They'll talk. Everyone's been talking about he's ready for James Degale and George Groves. Skies has calmed down a bit. Let's give him 12 to 18 months. I think that fight kind of proved that if he doesn't knock you out, he might struggle going the distance now, and he needed that kind of fight. That's not nothing against him.
When we're talking about guys developing well and fights, they need to have to get there. That's a fight he needed to get.
100%.
He got the rounds in. He got, I wouldn't say tired, but you know, he had to work for it, and especially in the later rounds, and that's good for him. That's only going to help him get better. But all the talk, like you said, of him going so far, him going to do this and that, give it a break. You know what I mean? Let the guy develop, let him learn. You're going to put pressure on him and make him crumble himself.
Yeah, they're going to put pressure on him and put him in a ring against someone that he shouldn't be in a ring against yet. He needs a few more 12 rounders like that. Everyone has them. You talked yesterday, me and you were arguing back and forth about about almost doing your, I can't remember what the term you used about making your way up slowly.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it said, but he's got to make it. I will very say, before we move on, talk about Pacquiao. This card had James McDonald and Scott Quigg on it, and I've said, I've said, you put it, I don't know, you put it in your phone, haven't you? Probably. I've said these guys are not world champions, and I think a lot of people have said, oh, they are. I said they're not. They're regular world titles, and I think Matchroom put a stamp on it yesterday. For me, they kind of rubber stamped that these guys are not world titleish yesterday. I think scheduling last night was terrible for Matchroom. Terrible. I think it's a shame when you got world champions. What you got? World champions, not even close to the top of the card. Like no, we missed the James McDonald fight, and you came to my house at 7. Yeah, James McDonald must have been about 6:30. Yeah, world titleish. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think Joshua is a great fighter, potentially great fighter and everything, but he's still a prospect. He should not be above. Was he second? Was he the fight before Bellew? He was, wasn't he? So he was in front of. He was. He was in front of Degale and Groves. He should not. He should not be there. George Groves, who is not a matchroom fighter, is promoted by the Sauerlands, and he was not in against a guy that was well known as Paraban. Was hiding the girl. I'm sorry. I mean, that's not good for matchroom. As far as I'm saying, the girl must be thinking that, oh, that's not really nice. Now I'm trying to say, I'm the man. It's my show. I'm going to go for a title shot on matchroom. Why is the Groves? Yeah, silent guy ahead. I mean, for Quigg, you know, he won't admit it, but it must be sour for him today. I'm a world champion, and I can't even headline a card and get close to the top of the card. Yeah, he was, I think, number 6 on the top of the card. That's not nice. That's not nice as well. Joshua. Oh, yeah, Joshua. You said 2 rounds. Yeah. I said Sprott might take him rounds. The same about Joshua, his punches look so... Yeah. I know it might sound stupid to people because they're heavyweight, but some heavyweights, they look like they're clubbing punches. His punches like they bloody detonate on your face. Yeah. Who said it after that? It's rare to see a heavyweight with that kind of speed and athleticism. It's very rare. David Hay was kind of that, but David Hay wasn't that big. He was a cruiser coming up. Joshua, 17 stone of muscle. I tell you what, when the fight happened, I thought the stoppage looked a little bit quick. Then you saw it in slow motion. And then you saw it in slow motion, and then you saw the way the way Sport had to walk from the corner to his ringside. And you were like, guess what? This guy's out of it. No, let's go on to the card in Macau, China. Big card again. Okay. Last night, Pacquiao, Ali was predicting the end of Manny Pacquiao all evening. Oh, no, wasn't he? Oh, yes, you was. Not on camera. Not on camera. Yeah, trying to expose that. He was predicting the end of Pacquiao all evening. I was saying, hell no. I did it. I tried to do it as a reverse psychology thing. I wasn't saying it. I was saying it like it would. Whatever. He was trying to convince me all night, and I'm like, hell no. Pacquiao put on a very good performance. Algieri showed substance, but Algieri. Again, what showed with Algieri is that he's not at this level yet. Yeah, Algieri has fantastic movement. Yeah. But he should almost, his movement was someone that should be on Strictly Come Dancing. Yeah, yeah. It was just movement, jab, movement, jab. I thought, land your right, do something. So I tell you what, yeah, Algieri said in the post fight that 4 of the 6 knockdowns were slips. I only saw 1 slip in there. I saw the first one. There was one slip, yeah. The rest, he got put down. He was like, I don't got put down. Yeah. But let me tell you, don't be fooled, yeah. The old Pacquiao would have ended the fight from the first knockdown. It was not the first legit knockdown, not the slip. Yeah. I think it was the 7th round when he hit him with the straight left and put him down. Pacquiao, as good as he is, still a pound for pounder, he's definitely a fading force. He's a fading force, but, and I know you said it's not going to happen, brother. Well, I can't remember what video you said it's not going to happen. If it does happen, no, don't take my dreams away. If it does happen, we are definitely looking at, to me, still, and this is funny because this is what we talk about the 147 division being the best division, but Mayweather we said is a fading force. Pacquiao is a fading force. These two are number 1 and number 2, so clear in the division still for me. Yeah. So it kind of makes you wonder about this 147 division that we think is so good when we clearly say those guys are 5 years past their prime. 5 years past their prime. So here's the problem with Pacquiao, yeah? I'm not even going to respond or talk about the whole Mayweather Pacquiao situation. You just mentioned his name. But the thing about Pacquiao is that he seemed like he was in second gear the whole fight. Yeah. But I think that is his gear now. Oh, okay. I don't think he actually has that 1 gear higher no more. Lomachenko got the decision. Hurt his hand, I think. Yeah, the 7th round. I reckon Lomachenko needs to put his name out there and go, no, he's already put his name out there. Waters says he doesn't want it. Lomachenko should start saying, I want Waters. Yeah, either that or he just needs to really stay as busy as possible and almost get the fight, because I feel like if he does get a Waters next, which is a very, very hard fight, We're talking about a kid that can retire after 15 fights, you know what I mean? It's going to have tough fights all the way.
When I think of Lomachenko now, I keep thinking of that Kevin Kelly interview I keep telling you about, what I watched. He was talking about guys with long amateur careers that burn out quicker. He's a tremendous talent, but he had over 300 plus amateur fights. I want to see him in his prime against the prime guys as of now.
He's got to do it right now, innit?
Yeah, he's got to do it now. If you hang around, it might be too late.
Alright, let's get into this week.
Okay, this week.
Time's right now.
Okay, I've only got a few bits because we had such a big night of fights last night. I'm going to start with Demetrius Andrade and Charlo's off. Yeah? Andrade's father said that we need more money for this type of fight, blah, blah, blah. Yep. We know what our worth is. 250,000 is not enough. And I thought, damn, 250,000 is good money. So I started looking into it a little bit more, and rumour has it that the money wasn't 250,000, it was 500,000. Someone's lying somewhere because they don't want to fight. And I like Andrade. I think he's got the potential. We've said before that he wants to do it, but he clearly doesn't want to do this one for some reason.
No, you're right, and it's...
I heard he's having a baby as well.
Yeah. I think, and this is it with boxing, just don't know what goes on around the bloody scene, but I think he wanted that Cobra fight, and I think that was a winnable fight. I think he wanted that fight more than he wanted this fight. Yeah. I think the chart, there's two of them, isn't there?
Yeah.
And I think they're both bloody good.
They're bloody
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a risky fight, and I feel like for him, as where he is, it's almost a fight that's not worth the risk yet. Like, it's almost not worth the risk. So I don't blame Andrade for ducking out if he has guys. You know what? A card that has gone so under the radar, it's unbelievable. But as the biggest star attraction ever is Provodnikov versus Castillo. That's fighting on the 28th. Yeah, Provodnikov is fighting Castillo. Yeah, forget Provodnikov fighting Castillo. Yeah, who's on the undercard?
That's a good question. Who's on the undercard?
Mickey Rourke is fighting on the undercard. Actor Mickey Rourke is fighting on the undercard, and he's fighting an American that has a record of 1-9. This American can have a record of 1-100, I don't care. Mickey Rourke is nearly 60 years old, and he's coming out of retirement. This is not a joke, by the way. And he's fighting on the Provodnikov Castillo undercard. I just don't know who's showing it because I want to watch it.
Mickey Rourke ain't fought in 18 years.
18, 20 years.
Yeah. And let's be fair, Mickey Rourke was never a talented fighter. Yeah. His face is terrible already.
I think he just wants to use plastic
and look, I'm not being bad, I'm not making accusations, but I'm sure he was on steroids hard. I saw some of his films in the late 90s with Van Damme. Saw some of his films in Wrestler. No, I'm not commenting, but he doesn't look good.
Well, he's having a fight. I'm going to tune in definitely.
Definitely. Seriously,
and it's in Russia. But look, let's talk about Provodnikov Castillo. That's a strange fight for me. Provodnikov, all this hype and glory. And then you're fighting Castillo.
Castillo's going to get hurt badly, and that is the downfall of boxing. This is what makes people say boxing should be banned.
And this is again happening. I hate to be word, but it's happening in Russia again. There's with all that Russian money with Roy Jones and James Toney going over there. Castillo's now going over the money. Let's be honest.
Castillo was finished by 2006ish. It's now 2014.
Yeah. He was finished when Ricky Hatton fought him. I thought it was bad after that.
That was around that time. Exactly. I'm going to say, hey, what for him? Freddie Roach, what's the word? Exposing everyone. He came out and he was saying that if Pacquiao wins next, who's going to fight next? Well, it can't be a good fight. Yeah, it can't be a good fight. Pacquiao knocked him out in sparring like 4 times. Yeah. Did you hear that?
He said the same thing about
Adrian Brown. Errol Spence and Adrian Brown. And I'm trying to say, he's going, Brown had Spence had him on Queer Street, had him all over the place, and I'm trying to say he went on the floor, but he didn't have a clue. Then he nearly got into a street fight because brother wanted to come back.
You know the thing is,
don't know what's in sparring, and that sparring and gym was supposed to be private, and we go to spar, we go watch people spar, we watch we go to other people spar and go to loads of gyms. What you see in the gym is top secret. I mean, there's training. Freddie Roach leaking that. It's kind of shit on Freddie.
Yes and no. People seem to be able to leak when someone does good in sparring. But for some reason you can't leak when someone does bad in sparring. We hear all the time about this guy was a fantastic spar, but when someone does pretty shitty in spar, it's almost like, no, you can't say it. Yeah. You can't have it both ways. Freddie Roach, we know, is not just a trainer, he's a promoter as well, but so that's probably why he's doing it.
But didn't Freddie say, they had light sparring before their friend, they only went light, they didn't play it. Now he's trying to say, Pacquiao just beat the shit out of him all the time. It's like, even though it was years ago, why do that?
Yeah, because he's a promoter. He is a promoter de facto. Anyway, also, Pacquiao, Freddie Roach recently came out, someone asked him about Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Robinson. His first word was, Lorenzo would fuck Mayweather up. And you know what I thought? Yes, he would.
Of course he would.
Of course he would.
Of course he
bloody would.
See, the problem with that fight, the fight never happened because maybe never signed a contract. Maybe only fights guys he chooses what he wants under his terms.
That's another video.
Guys, look, talk about last night. Me and Addy had about 1,500 arguments last night with the whole crew over boxing. We're gonna do a new bunch of videos, yeah, because I'm gonna expose Addy.
Impossible. Kell Brook is back. Obviously, he announced that he's back in March. Rumours. One Manuel Marquez. What do you think?
Good fight, risky fight. Risky because of Kell Brook sees himself as a very good boxer. Marquez, as we know, is an exceptional boxer as well. Marquez has experience, and he seems to have some newfound power. It will make the fight very interesting.
We'll make the fight interesting. So, 1 second. You can't just run past that. What do you mean he seems to have some newfound power? He has got newfound power. Can I have some of that? Where did he get that from?
I ain't picking on that shit.
When does it get to a stage, though, when someone's experience and all this is too much? In terms of, like, you're over the hill now. I feel like Marquez is almost that guy that is way on the way down.
No, Marquez is on the bridge, but he ain't jumped off yet.
Yeah, he's still top 10, top 5 most people's welterweights.
I'll give Kell Brook the edge in that.
Anything else?
No, I'm good to go.
Alright, look, there you go, guys. Have we run over? Probably have. Not our fault, sorry. It was a 70 fights, what can we do? Matchroom don't put on them kind of cards again, you know what I mean? What can we do?